Hello, loves. How are you? Let me make sure that I'm clear. How are you? My name is Josie, and welcome to my channel. So, today I want to talk about this beautiful full moon. For Westerners, I believe it's in Gemini. Vedic, it's in Taurus. Don't quote me on that because I ain't look first. But anyway, how are you feeling? I mean, this video is not just about the full moon that has everybody very just interesting right now. It's also about the whole month of November, actually. The whole month of November is very illuminated. Okay, we have a lot of 11 days, and we had 11. There's quite a bit of activations. There's quite a bit of people waking up, seeing angel numbers, dealing with ascension symptoms. All of a sudden, their psychic abilities are online and things are getting a little weird. But that is to be expected because of all of that one energy, that 11 energy, that activation energy that is floating around right now. Let me tell y'all something about this moon. It is a full moon, and generally on full moons, you focus on what you want to release, right? It's a release cycle. I need to let go of this, I need to let go of that. It's a cleansing, healing type energy, right? With the combination of the ascension downloads and upgrades and things like that, this full moon, particularly, even though it is a full moon, I feel that with the current changes in the nodes, with Jupiter going into another sign, with Venus going direct, and with Mercury going retrograde, with all of the planetary transits happening, this full moon has an aspect of a new moon. There's a lot of new beginnings. Remember, the number one represents new beginnings, initiation, taking that leap, right? But it happens to be during a time where you're reevaluating, rechecking everything, right? That's that Mercury retrograde. And also during a time where you're cleansing, healing, and releasing. These new beginnings are happening. The numerology of the situation is telling you to go for it. Yes, start that new project, take that leap, start that new relationship. And Mercury is all like, wait, read the fine print. Make sure you know what you want, take it slow, don't skip steps. That's what Mercury is telling you to do. And then with Venus going direct, even though there's still that shadow period, you want to go after your desires, go after whatever it is that you're passionate about. You see what I mean? So there is a whole bunch of hurry up and wait energy. Some things are moving forward and you're like, oh, thank God. And then some things are just not moving at all. And you're like, but why? You may have gotten a job or something good started for you, and some part of that process is not working very well. This is a perfect example. Let's say you were looking for a job and then finally somebody hired you, right? But when you get there, they're having all kinds of delays, clerical errors, communication problems, and stuff like that you're having to deal with. You came in during a Mercury retrograde. You see what I mean? So you may have got that new job because Venus went direct, but you came in while all hell is breaking loose and shit's hitting the fan. Whatever it is that you're starting right now, per spirit, not per astrology, because astrology will tell you don't start nothing right now. It's not safe until like the middle of December. But whatever it is that you're starting right now, per the numerology and your own personal spiritual path, understand that it's going to take a lot of work. Okay, this is not just being given to you and you're not supposed to put in any work. Okay, this is not like your regular, oh, you're getting this gift from the universe and everything's gonna run smoothly. You're in the middle of shit hitting the fan. Everybody's experiencing it right now. But it doesn't mean that you should not take some of these offers that are coming to you. Yes, definitely take your time, think about whether you even need it. This is a very important thing. Know what you want right now. Don't be all wishy-washy, second guessing and all this and that, okay? Because the universe is going to decide for you. You don't want that. It's very important for you to know what you want, and when opportunities come to you right now, it's very important that you take whatever time you have. I don't care if it's only 2 hours. I'm going to get back to you in 2 hours with my answer. Okay? Try not to make decisions quickly right now. Take whatever time that you can get to decide whether or not you want to move forward with the situation, and ask yourself the question, am I going to be able to put my all into this? Do I really have the energy for this? Is this one thing that I'm going to do solely, or is it just something that's going to be on the side of what I'm already doing? Like, that's that Mercury retrograde wanting you to analyze whatever it is that is coming your way. And if your mind and your heart match up, then cool. Go ahead and go forward with it. But if you cannot answer your questions truthfully and be honest about whatever opportunity comes your way, that's where you might want to go ahead and say no. Because right now, there's a high influx of other people coming to you, wanting you to do things that are really not aligned with your path. So it has to be your decision. It has to be something you already wanted to do. If somebody comes to you, hey, I can get you a job selling cars. Were you already thinking about selling cars? Or were you thinking about opening an art studio? Does that match what you were trying to do at all? You know what I mean? I understand that some people need regular jobs in order to make their own dreams come true. But right now, there's an influx of people coming to others, asking them to do things that will take them out of their purpose, that are pretty much dead end situations. So understand that it is imperative that you know what you want. And when you have any offers coming to you right now, that you ask yourself, was this something that I already wanted to do? How can this align me with what I want ultimately? Is this going to lock me into something that has me going a totally different direction? You see what I mean? Fit on your path that you're already on. You see what I mean? That's very important right now, because there's a lot of, hey, here's this big shiny thing. You want it? And it's not even that you're being taken advantage of, because a lot of us are struggling right now, trying to feed your family, trying to put gas in the car, trying to make your dreams come true, right? So if opportunities come to you, you don't want to turn them down because you need food or you need gas and all this and that. Cool, take the opportunity, but be upfront with the person. Hey, this is temporary. Don't rely on me to be here 2 years from now, because there are some people coming to you looking for longevity, whether this be a relationship or a job or whatever. Understand that you need to have integrity and tell people up front what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do, so that they can make a decision as well. Oh, well, maybe this is not the job for you, because we really need somebody here that's going to at least be here for a year plus. You see what I mean? That's a big deal when you're dealing with a Mercury retrograde as well, is being clear on your intentions. That way, when stuff hits the fan, you have the integrity to say, this is what I said from the very beginning. You know, keep a paper trail. That's another thing, because the lines will get blurred right now. Keep a paper trail of any agreements, transactions, things like that. Send 3 copies to 3 different destinations about everything that you're doing. So nobody can come back and say, oh, well, this person said this or this person never said that. Read receipts, all kinds of stuff. Like, that is necessary right now, okay? Because there's a lot of business. Y'all got to understand, this is like, this energy that we're in right now is kind of like what happens in the springtime, because of all of those retrogrades that we just came out of. A lot of projects did not get off the ground during that period of time. So there's all this new stuff happening during the fall and winter that's coming out, because we got held up like from August to like October, when stuff normally comes out. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of projects and new things happening right now, and you got to navigate through all this stuff. There was a delay in the release. You see what I mean? So yeah, that's part of the energy that we're dealing with on a mundane level. Spiritually, a lot of people are waking up. This is why you see so much violence and so many people just doing the craziest stuff. The more light that's embodied, the more dark or shadow aspect you're going to see reacting, okay? The war within you will be reflected outside of you, okay? That's why it's important for you to achieve harmony and balance within, however you want to do that, whatever your practice looks like. Understand that when you see these things on the media, when you see all of this stuff, it is best not to share it. It is best not to get into it and empathize to the point where you're actually contributing to the negative energy. What is done is done. You were not there. You were not a part of it. So don't put yourself in it, because then what happens is you become that shadow situation, and you don't want to contribute to it or become it. You're trying to hold your space and hold your harmony and hold your light. Okay. This is what is meant by pay attention. When you pay attention to something, you're literally paying it. Okay? You're putting energy into it. It's just like giving somebody money to receive a product. You're putting energy into it. And guess what's happening? It is also putting energy into you. There's a transaction going on there. And at some point, that's how you become what you're paying attention to. Because you're saying, I want more of this, because I'm paying attention to it. And it's going to become some kind of part of you. Whether you just get mad because you saw it, whether you decide to protest it, that's a step further. And then you share it and you have other people join in. So instead of just being mad in that moment at whatever's happening, you decide to share it. Other people are getting mad at it, and they're mad with you, right? 3 days later, you're still talking about it, and more people are getting mad, and it's grown. It's so big. When you could have kept it isolated in that moment, feel your feelings and let it go. If there's nothing you can do about a situation on any level, not even just media, right? If there's nothing you can do about a situation, what will make you feel better is to pray for the situation, meditate, send love to the situation, and then be done with it. That's it. If there's nothing else you can do, that is a very good practice. Healthy detachment. Misery loves company. Don't do it. What else about this beautiful energy? Some of y'all are going through some very interesting ascension symptoms. A lot of people around you are starting to see angel numbers now, getting into crystals, asking questions. That's normal. And it's up to you to have grace and go ahead and help them out or not. That is your choice. But there are more people waking up. That means there's more work to be done. Some of you are anchoring energy into the earth. This is why you have an increased need to go out and ground, to put your feet directly to the ground, to be out in nature. Because there are very, very large amounts of energy coming through you. And the purpose is to ground a new reality into the present reality. Timelines are collapsing. This is why some of you may feel like time is different. Okay? Time doesn't seem right now because there are different realities merging into each other. And if you're a dreamer or a traveler, you're definitely starting to see it within your dreams. Your dreams becoming more premoninistic. The premonitions are happening faster because those realities are merging. Sometimes, I kid y'all not, I wake up and I be like, oh my God, okay, I'm here. I have to remind myself that I'm here because my dreams are really starting to merge with my actual waking reality. It's a lot to deal with, but it's okay. Everybody's going to be fine. Another very important part that I want to tell y'all about is integrity, especially with the nodal change to Cancer and Capricorn. If you have been operating in a underhanded, by any means necessary, I don't care how I got it as long as I get it. If you haven't had integrity and you've been doing stuff just that's not moral and whatnot, stepping on people to get to the top and all this and that is all being done right now. Some people are definitely going to lose right now, and some people are going to win right now. Those people that are winning right now are because of the losses of the other people. I explained this to somebody the other day. Let's say, for instance, you've been cheating on your girlfriend because, everybody relates to that so well, right? Or you've been cheating on your boyfriend and they finally find out about it and they leave you alone, right? Well, that was your loss. They left you alone. But then, literally, not even a week later, they find their soulmate. That was their gain from your loss. Okay? Another scenario is if somebody was doing something illegal at your job, okay, and they ended up getting fired. Well, now the position is open and you're the next one up. You end up with their position because they got themselves fired. That's what's happening right now, okay? Some people are going through situations where they don't even know what's happening. They're not even directly involved. Companies are collapsing. There's drama somewhere else around you that's affecting you. Let's say somebody decides to sell a business center that has all of these different companies renting from it. Now they want to sell the whole building, right? Well, that didn't have nothing to do with the tenants. They didn't know about it. It just the tower moment just happened to them, right? And they're like, man, I gotta move out. This sucks, right? But then when they move out, they end up somewhere else with some other opportunity that was way better than where they were. Sometimes it's not even direct justice being done. It's indirect. So for some of you that are experiencing tower moments right now where things are falling apart, you're having to walk away from things and people, understand that even if you didn't have anything to do with it, there's indirect justice happening. And it's very important for you to try to stay positive and handle your situation as best you can. Focus on your daily, day-to-day, what's in front of you type situation, because something is coming for you. and it's going to be beneficial. You're not just going to be left out like you think you are, you know? So yeah, this is a very special moon. Be ready for surprises and be adaptable and be able, mentally and emotionally. There's no amount of physical readiness, okay? Be ready to be adaptable and mutable, and understand that things are going to come out of nowhere, whether they be good or bad. Okay, things are going to come out of nowhere. Fix your mind and your emotions to understand that, and be ready to make moves when you need to make moves. You may get an opportunity suddenly that requires you to relocate. Fix your mind and your emotions for these types of situations. There's no amount of physical preparedness. But if your mind and your emotions are right, it doesn't matter what comes your way, you will be able to say, I have the awareness already that this is going to happen, even though I don't know what it's going to look like. Because I have this awareness, I know how to react, and I also know to take things one step at a time as I walk through this new door. Don't allow the cosmos, don't allow the shock of whatever's going on to just to stop you and to make you say, oh no, I don't want this opportunity. Don't allow that. Just understand you got to go through the new door with your awareness and your wisdom, and with your mind and your heart matching. Okay, they need to match. So go through the door, but be responsible through the process, and stand your ground about what you will and will not take, what you can and cannot contribute, things like that, right? Other than that, yeah, that's your talk for today. This is a long video. How about no? I'm ready to go. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit me up on Patreon. I am telling my life story there. Some interesting things. And the yearly videos are on Patreon too. I'm still working on them, but there's some videos already there too. Your 2019 videos are on Patreon. Have a beautiful day, loves. Bye.